Audio is on, so we're here.
Hello, everyone.
Yep. And
Make
welcome,
sure
Coco
everything's
Bunny. That's awesome.
recording.
Welcome to our little mapping abode here. With me is Linda Booth as always, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
Anna B. Meyer, and I'm going to work on the Flanies GIS maps to begin with. I have been lazy for almost 2 days because I've been so tied up in big renders and some of the other stuff. So, hi, Kai Brightwing.
Mm-hmm. Hello,
Welcome
hello.
back. Yep.
Just
So I'm
waiting
going to dig
for that to
into
come back. There we go.
that's the one I'm going to dig into.
Make sure everybody's got audio real quick.
Yeah,
Yep, perfect.
check things. So I'm going to dig in. So what are you working
All
on tonight?
right.
Yep.
I am working on my road system
Okay.
for my FS22 map.
Okay. I'm going to put you on top
Um,
there for a bit because I'm just
I'll
waiting
put
for
the
my.
terrain back on the screen, although it
Mm-hmm.
flickers really bad because of the texture,
Uh-huh.
because it's working with the main thing is flat. It doesn't
Okay.
like it very well.
Yeah.
So it flickers really bad, so that's why I have it off.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm working on setting up the road system, and this is where the main farm's going to be. And then I'm going to have the little town of Rotsay here, which is just a little thing which I'm
Yep.
fixing the roads in because some of them got skewed and
Mm-hmm.
stretched.
Yep.
Um, and then I got to put a railroad in here too yet, which I want to
Okay.
lay out before I go in so I
Yeah.
know where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
but that's what I'm working on, just kind of putzing on stuff tonight, not
Yep.
really working on
Mm-hmm.
projects,
Yep.
just where I can play and work the
Okay.
fields and do all
Yep.
that stuff.
Cool.
So,
Yep. And I'm in QGIS. I'm opening in Illustrator. I open my reference map, so I have so I know where to put stuff, so to speak.
hmm and I'm
And
just doing this because I'm working on the road system and fixing it right now. I'm
mhm.
straightening things out, and
See,
because there's
I
a
will
lot of
work on the
places.
road system too. So we will both work on roads to
There
begin
you
with.
go up on Google, and it was a mess. So now I'm just going back and straightening out the
Mm-hmm.
intersections and stuff, and making sure the roads are nice and smooth when they curve, and
Mm-hmm. Yep.
little things like that.
Yep.
So,
Okay. So now I have this one
oh,
open. So I'm going to move this Illustrator window over to my right screen here, and I'm going to zoom into the area of interest, which is around the northern Wild Coast, Greyhawk area, Hardby. That's where I left off, so it's time to do it like that, roughly. And then it's time to go in, and now I need to put my chat window on top so I can see what we're doing. Yeah, we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um,
well, I hope my stuff isn't too boring tonight, but there's different ways to do the map or the
and you're
road
working
making
in
in.
Unreal, right?
Nope, I'm working in Blender tonight.
Okay, Blender. Okay, cool.
And
Yep.
I'll be taking it into Giants Editor, which
Mm-hmm.
is a bright white screen, so that's why I'm not running that, because it
Okay.
blinds me and I'm sure it'll blind all the viewers. There's different ways to do the thing. You can do like I'm doing and create a pre-placed map
Yeah.
where you use the height map and then you set the height of your roads as you
Mm-hmm.
work in Blender.
Yeah.
You can use what's called Spline Street Constructor, which I've never used, but it works off splines
Mm-hmm.
and creates a road for you.
Yep.
Kind of cool. I chose
And
to do it this way though because of the way the terrain is done in
yeah,
my little
and
area of the world.
spline for everyone who's not super into computer graphics. That's vector graphics when you have a line that and you have nodes along a line.
Mhm.
That is a spline, and it can be in 2 dimensions, like in Illustrator and stuff, or it can be in 3 dimensions too. So, like it is
Yep.
in Blender and probably Unreal, and when you have working in 3D, you can have it in
Yep.
3 dimensions. Yeah.
And a lot of people swear by this blind method if they're making a generic map, but
Yeah.
since mine has very specific locations where the roads are running,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to build it in Blender.
Yeah.
And then I have my height map underneath here, which is what I have to seize and drop it till it
Yeah.
just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's roughly where the terrain should be inside of
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah.
So,
And the roads in QGIS are not splines, they are just connected nodes. So if you put a node here and 3 nodes and you have a 90-degree, it will be like it will not be rounded cube. You can do splines in here too, but for this I'm just have basic geometry. So let's see here. We go back up here.
and
That is
this
the
way I can.
river road, and it doesn't have a name. So let's see if we can.
So I can make them so they line up nice and pretty and don't make weird shapes and things.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't feel like working with scripts. Scripts are kind of a pain in the butt in in Giants.
Hang on a second, I need to go in here, and if I do this, edit form, name, perfect, river road.
I'm gonna shorten this one up a bit.
Perfect. There we have river road. Have the name over on the other side. No, that was.
Let's see. Yeah, that works.
No, I screwed up. The name is backwards.
Section of road is because I know that's square
River road.
with
Perfect.
what I'm trying to do. So I don't have really warped terrain I'm trying to work with. Let's see. Nope, I don't want you. Get out of there. You, and then.
Okay, so we have. Then we have a little secondary road to. Let's go in here. Primary.
There we go. And
Save that. And we go secondary.
So back and up into place.
It goes from 1 here. So a lot of dots in.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to fudge this just a little bit
There we go.
to match the width of the road.
Hello, Justinius. Welcome. Thank you for coming back again.
Hello, Justinius. Oh, I got the estimate for my root canal.
Mm-hmm.
Paying out of pocket
Yeah.
is gonna suck if
Yeah.
I have to do it. So
And
I
they,
may
of
end up
course,
getting
whatever, nothing.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yep,
It would be like 1,500 with
They always
with
say
insurance.
that. Yeah, they always say that so they can sell more insurance or something. So yeah.
And just a wild guess. Guess how much it is without insurance? Just for
1,000 more. 2,000 more.
almost 2,000 more.
More. So it's like over 3,000.
$4,300 to do a root canal.
God.
I was like, I think I'm
And
gonna
then
get
it
the
hurts
tooth
on
yanked.
top of that.
Yep, I think I'm just gonna can afford to pay $4,300 to save one tooth.
It's
So
yeah, to pay to be tortured. They should pay you to sit in that damn chair and get treated.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. They should pay me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Mhm. Yep.
But no, it's yeah, I just can't afford it. I just can't. There's
No,
just
it's yeah.
no way
You
it's
could
gonna
put
work.
in a false tooth implant.
If I need it,
you could
I'll
put
do
in an
something
implant
different.
afterwards. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm already missing 2 teeth, so it's I'm eating just
missing-
fine as so. But no, yeah, I heard that, and I was half asleep when they told me because they woke me up, and because I have a weird sleep schedule. And she goes, "Yeah, it's gonna be $2,700 for just the root canal." And then my other dentist said, "Oh, it's gonna be like 2,600." I'm like, no, no, it was not 1,900 or something like that. So it came up to 43, and it was just like, seriously, it costs that much to have a root canal nowadays? Yikes! So, needless to say, I don't think I'll be having one. But yeah, I just about fell over in bed when they told me that. I was like, are you kidding me? No wonder all the dentists live in gigantic houses.
Well, they have to pay off their student debt first,
That they do. That they do.
Let's see, secondary
Let's see.
road and okay, so we go from
That one's
here
straightened out.
to Ford.
And this little town I'm working on has been in existence for over 100 years.
Yeah.
And the roads have changed and moved, and gravel road has been added here. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Now I'm just trying to get everything a little bit more square where it should be. Because otherwise it's going to be a mess. So, let's see. I need to pull this back over a little bit. Line that up. And where's one of my T intersections that's not warped? Right here.
Yeah, there's
That's
a lot.
Shift Z. What I was looking for and not warped was the curve. It's a little bit warped, but not as bad as the other one was.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get that straightened out.
Okay, then we have it to Diamond Lake. and onwards from Fork to Diamond Lake.
Why don't you put yourself on top? You look like you're doing more interesting stuff than I am.
Okay, then I'll put...
Yeah, at least for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll steal the limelight later, but probably not.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is moving vertices around, so it's not that exciting a work.
Well, I've add vertices to, or kind of roads, but they're styled kind of cool, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
that's the thing, is yours are styled. Let's see, rotate C, and duplicate that one so I don't wreck my good one.
High Trail, so we need to name it.
And
so we go to
delete that.
Diamond Lake.
Slide you into place.
Name, and we call that High Trail. High Trail. There we go. Perfect. So.
Or do I need you in there?
Let me save. Oh, I need to put chat on top here so we can see.
Then I need you in there. That's better. All right.
So have the Cobalt Press kickstarted the DMG or the Game Master Guide, what they call it for Tales of the Valley? Have that started yet? So
it's
is it like
just over 500?
Yeah, but it's only been on for a couple of days, right, or something?
It's about a week now.
Okay,
I think.
Yeah, 500,000. Okay, cool.
They usually send me 15 emails a day.
Yeah,
telling me
I
what's
saw
going
some
on
emails
with it,
last, and I haven't downloaded that. There was a little preview. Mike Sly Flourish, Mike Shea, he talked about there was a little preview PDF you can download. I haven't done that yet, so I need to download that and look at that. Yeah,
some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
And let's see.
That was... Oh, damn, that road goes a little bit...
Yeah, I don't have the Kickstarter link right at the moment, but I was curious how much it is, where it's sitting right now.
Yeah. Let's see. I routed the road the wrong way here, so I need to... It's supposed to be through a little... There's a valley there. There we go.
Okay, so the Game Master's Guide. Come on. Open. Thank you.
And it's all the way up there.
Is currently sitting at 340,000.
Okay.
And they only asked for 50. So it's doing very, very well again.
Yeah. And the player's book is usually the one that sells the most. So since... But it's that sounds good. That's a good omen. Yeah.
Yep. And they are keeping the Black Flag moniker for the actual rule set.
Yeah, I saw that too. That the SRD is Black Flag and stuff. So so that
Yep. Which is nice. I like to see that.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yep.
Scale.
Yeah, I need to look into it because I might steal things from my house rules from Tales of the Valiant too. So yep.
There's some really cool stuff in there. I like the heritage and stuff they came up
with. Ancestries now, but maybe I should rename that. We'll see. Yep.
I mean, it's a sensitive subject for a lot of people, but I don't know if it's that much of a deal if it's your,
it's just
private game.
No, yeah, but I want to have it labeled correct from the start, so to speak. So and I want to go with where the majority calls it. So.
Yep. I think it's heritages they go with.
Okay. I think they A5E used heritage too, so then I have to rename it because I've actually worked in I can show a little bit here in Obsidian here. So I have character creation and it looks terrible, but if you see it like that, so I have character creation and here's the level, proficiency bonus, hit dice, exertion and XP table. And we have default features, base hit points, exertion pool. Then I have base every character. And then you have the standard array. That's 12, 10, 8, 8, 8, and 6. That's before you add any... There will be a lot of bonuses to it, so to speak. And then I've said it costs 200 XP to increase an ability bonus. And then I have ancestries listed here. They need more development, and the ancestry they determine the lifespan and the traits you can get. and then I have culture, that you can learn things from your culture, and then additional features if you have like ability increases, learn skills and stuff like that, and then proficiencies if you want to learn more weapons and stuff like that, and then combat if you want to have things like smite attacks, um, sneak attacks and stuff. The divine stuff I'm going to label them over to divine stuff. So, and then arcane magic if you want to learn stuff like that, and then divine stuff. There is only one now, initiate of the old order. So that's the start, but almost all the features are there. It's more like now I'm writing it up so it can be used, so it's useful, so to speak. So it's more presenting it in a coherent manner that can actually be read and used.
Nice.
I'm getting there with that part too. So okay. So here we have now the high trail, and then we have steaming springs over to Diamond Lake.
Okay, so
Tricky with these here in the.
Okay, you got moved.
Hang on a second here.
Looks like my little template piece wasn't square after all.
Yeah.
Grr. Now it is, though. And sorry, just was not feeling well earlier, and I decided I just don't have the brain power to work on Hamlet tonight. This I can almost do in my sleep. It's just moving dots and things.
You need to have the right inspiration for the right project. That's important.
Well, I was doing a conversion like I was telling you before stream, and FS19 to FS22 conversion, and originally converted from FS17 to FS19, and he didn't properly do it. So there was a bunch of shaders and stuff that was all mixed up, and when I did the import into 19 or into 22, the 19 version of the map didn't render correctly, and I was trying to fight shaders and blah blah blah. Justinius says, Anna, I'm planning on running Patriots of Ulick at GaryCon for a private group, and I wanted to compliment you on the Greyhawk map, which has all the locations for that module on it.
Thank you. Yeah, I did a special update because someone pointed out that the Patriot of Ulick had different, so I reworked that area so it actually fits with the Patriot of Ulick. So thank you. Yep. So that I put that in. I had to tweak it and massage it a little bit because there are some things in the Patriot of Ulick that doesn't fit with previous sources from the ashes and stuff. So I had to adjust some things a little bit. But I tried my best to make something that works reasonably well with all of it.
Oh, this needs to be adjusted.
There we go. So
you back over and then you back in. There we go. That looks better.
Yeah, and now I have the other road from. Now I need to put the settlement text back on here. Diamond Lake and down to Blackwall Keep is a secondary road too here. So put that in here.
Shove you and shove you down.
And it continues up here.
Delete you and snag you. Shifty. Oh, 180. And then in place. Well, you're not square at all either. Holy cow.
No. Go that way, and then it goes a little bit side zigzag over the ridge here, and then down here. There we go. There, that matches that previous map fairly well.
Okay, so now I don't need you.
Then we have a third tertiary down to Wavenair. So we go from here.
Okay, so now I'm gonna grab both of you and shove you back here and bring it back a touch. Alright, what in the world did I do here?
That was, I think, all the...
Why are you doubled
Yeah, that
over?
was the road on that side. And I've done the road.
Oh, you're not doubled over. Okay,
there.
you're just too high.
So now it's the road in the gnarly.
Alright, what in the world is going on here?
I need to... There we go.
Oh,
Move
let's see.
my reference. Hello, Pete Bog. Awesome. Welcome back. So good to have you again.
Hello, Pete Bog.
I wonder in chat, these colors, are they randomly assigned to the different people when you come in, or do you choose your
the
colors?
names? I don't know.
Yep. That's
Hello,
awesome,
Magic Santa Elf.
Yeah.
One of those mysteries of Twitch. We'll just leave it there.
Yep. So there
and since we got a latecomer, Pete Bog, I'm working on my road system.
Yeah, we're working on roads both.
I'm playing with, so it's gonna look kind of like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of playing with.
Yeah, and I'm on my GIS.
And I realize, what? Yep. You know you're the guilty one. But no, I'm playing with the map, and just it's my home area. My home farm is going to be the central farm, so it's kind of fun just playing with it and see if I can do it.
Yep. And I'm on road duty, tertiary up here too, to Marden's Field. So it goes from there, around that forest bend.
Get off! No.
Down to Marden's Field.
Blender, quit.
And then out here to the...
There. Alright, and once I'm sure that's straight, then I will, see.
There we go.
Then we have bye-bye.
The road on the other side here, so I need to
go in
secondary again. I'm going to work in Photoshop. I think the other hour we'll see, because my hands, I usually get like carpal tunnel after about an hour or two of clicking, because there's so much mouse clicking with this, so I'm getting fed up after an hour or two, so I need to...
Trust me, I understand the hand. Everything I do uses mouse clicks.
Yeah, I'm thinking about... I have a trackball, so I'm thinking about plugging that one in when I'm working with this and see if that works better, because this...
You'd think it would.
Yeah, I used that when I had some issues some 10 years ago. And I thought that might be a good idea to do it. And I think I still have it sitting around somewhere, so I can plug that in and test it.
This does not look square. It's not. Aha, I knew it didn't look right. Alright, so now you need to be selected and jump over here. Yeah. I was starting to make really good progress on that map conversion.
Yeah?
And then I discovered all those errors when I started importing buildings and stuff, and it was like, oh, are you kidding me? I had all the terrain done, so I had it all coded correctly, and it was filling in where it was supposed to be, and I was just like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
So in a rage quit, I just said, you know what? I'm done with other people's junk. So I rage quit, which is very unlike me. I usually don't have that many problems anymore with it.
Yeah.
But
the good thing is, as long as you just can start over again the next day, it's kind of good. So, yeah.
Okay, mine was, I decided to do my private stuff. So,
yeah. Thank you, Pete Ball. Pete Bog. I think I agree with you. It's good to have them. So I should look into doing that after tonight.
I surprisingly don't have many problems if I just keep my hand stretched out. I stretch it every way I can imagine, and it doesn't bother me too much after that. So
along on the the desk and then just click and move the mouse around. But after a while, I get into it and it's intense and stuff. So
Yeah, if you're like me, you get tense
yeah,
when you're working
I
on it.
get like I want to do things faster and I get into it. So
Where the heck did that vertices go
roads
now?
tertiary. We have some that goes into the gnarly here. So we have
Come on,
one
where are
that
you
goes
at?
from
There you are.
to Skorain,
You're
and it
supposed to be.
starts.
All
And then
right, so
it goes
now you
through
and
here.
you. I had to back way up, make things look right. This one and arm gets too much widget.
Yeah.
Sometimes the tension does get a lot, but that's when I stop and I'll be doing, these kind of stretches and,
Mm-hmm.
everything I can think of, different directions, and
Yeah.
usually settles down after a little bit. But I'm looking, but no, I rest my wrist on the desk when I work, so it takes a lot longer for mine to start acting up.
There we go.
But um,
Then we have from here down to Lockwell's Manor.
you back over here.
Then south of Yarpick Creek. I need to name all these little rivers too.
That's the hard.
Ah,
I had started it ages ago. I tried it when I was playing with GIS, and I was like, "Oh my God, am I ever going to get done?" It's like, nope.
the I was going to say that the here it's kind of I want to do the rivers in one go because then I have all the settings because there's so many size differences and stuff and I kind of forget about the settings, so it's much the settings are fresh, so to speak. So that way I don't have to relearn things. I can learn it once and then do it and then forget about it. So
Learn it once and forget about it.
Yeah, and here we have.
All right, so in case anybody's wondering, this big blob of lines here is going to be the truck stop parking lot when I'm done.
Oh, gotcha.
It's just I wanted to map it out because it's just a big area that I know I'm going to have to do in Giants, but not very often because the white screen blinds me. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the dark mode, which would be really nice if they would.
And then that goes down to Crossford.
Delete.
I was a little bit suspicious about Crossford. I thought that was something I invented, but it made it into the main public map. So then,
it's not
okay.
Straight. Okay.
I put it in there. People haven't complained. So. And then we have from Cross.
This one actually looks pretty straight. I don't think it'll work too much. I'm gonna take that one as a template. Over here with the rest of my template pieces.
And then over to Ent.
And you need to be adjusted. Other than that, looks good.
And then over to Zulern.
Except for you're too big. Alright.
Yeah.
That's okay. This, get this,
and then we go all the way over the plains here to.
And then take this, shift D, shift X, bam, rotate Z.
North route. I need to, has a name, so I need to put that in.
Yeah, this is where I'm running into skewing issues.
North route.
Alright, and you need to go.
Route or whatever you call it. So there we go. And I don't like the placement of the label, so I see if I can move that along to here. Why does it always end up in the...
Okay, what the heck is going on? Why is my road bigger? These are the kind of problems I run into all the time doing this.
Yeah.
One time your road will grow, the next time it'll be smaller. Okay, that is the same size. Okay. So we'll go back where it was. So this other one must be a little narrow. Grr. Fix it. Don't want you. I want you. Okay, you need to go over there. flatten you because you're crooked. Scalizer.
No, we don't.
Do 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 do. You're not joined or finished yet.
Oh, now I'm okay. Let's see what we got here.
Last.
This
Okay,
is
save by the bell. All right, slowly getting there. I've got this little chunk done. It's gonna take me a while.
yeah.
But I had to move the town a lot closer to the original farm, which sits right here,
Yeah.
because otherwise it's a 16K map, and I was not in the mood to do a 16K map because they don't run well on anything but computer. So I'm hoping if I can get this done properly and troubleshoot it, I can
Yeah.
maybe release it on Giants in-game mod hub. But we'll see.
Can anyone
gonna
tell
take me
me
a long
why
time.
the damn name ended up upside down on roads?
Nope.
How I get it back again? Come on.
You're the GIS.
Hapless user that right now. So yeah.
You know more than I do. We'll put it that way.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't seem to do me no good in this time. Like, why the heck?
That's what I did.
I thought it was obvious that the thing. Oh.
When I turn them for some
I
reason.
should not use that. That function works so well with other stuff, but it doesn't work with this. So yeah.
Because the demon Murphy is sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah,
Yep, that's exactly
that
why
is
it's
probably
doing it.
yeah. That's why it screws up so bad here.
Yep,
So
that's what happens. When I rotate stuff in Blender, it stretches and shrinks it. That's what happens. Because when you do this, sometimes
Label.
it'll shrink it.
Yeah.
If you're not careful how you do it. So, my road here is a little bit too small now. Grr. So I'll just bump you out. Or,
yeah,
says Pete Bug.
yeah. This is kind of just stupid.
I like the demon named Murphy. He's cool. Okay, so that is there. Now I need to go up to here.
Okay, so there we go.
On a related note, I recently asked my child to colorize the map of Greyhawk from the inside of the From the Ashes Atlas, whereupon we noticed the inaccuracies and egregious omissions. Elle has since decided that their next character will be a famous cartographer in Greyhawk with an ego and a talent. Wow, that sounds like Anna.
That's awesome. That's what a great story. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, do I have to redo this whole damn road? I guess I have to. So yeah.
Is the whole thing messed up or just part of it?
Its label is messed up, but I don't seem to be able to.
Isn't there a way to rotate labels or something?
That's what I did, and that's why I ended up with the stupid back. Yeah, I should not touch it, even if it's under. Yeah, I should not touch it. Yep.
My character did that part. Aha, that character did their part on the map. That's what it was.
So now I just need to
yeah.
go in here and hang on a second.
Hello, Jay. How are you? Okay, that just looks so narrow compared to the other one.
Okay, can we go in here and
I think it is narrow.
Attribute table, and here we go.
Good. Posting ads for St. Jude. Nice. Very nice. That is a group of dedicated peoples. I'm going to move these in just a hair. There. Make my road look normal instead of got a big old hip sticking out. There we go. I'll save. And yep,
Did I remove another road? Okay, let's do this. And no
getting too many pieces.
Discard. So
nice.
Okay, now I can go attribute table, and that one is selected, so it ought to show up here, but it doesn't. Hang on a second, it might be. There should be a label on the damn thing here.
Okay, let's see.
That must be the one.
We're gonna
There we go.
stretch
That's the
this
one. Okay.
just a bit.
So we kill it off.
You said kill it.
Yep. We
I
kill it
did.
off. And now I save it.
Kaplawi.
Still have been here. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to save under a new name here.
Oops. Why are you all messed up? That looks way too narrow. Number one, you don't get that line anymore.
I think it's draw the thing, refresh. There we go.
Oh, you're too little going that way. Okay. I see what I did. It's too narrow going this way. So let's get you over here. And bring you down here. Then I gotta move this half.
Okay, I'm going.
Roughly there.
Yeah. Hello, Jay. Yeah. That's awesome. Yep. Going to blast away all the cool ads. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to go in here and see if that red little line is actually hopefully disappearing or disappeared. If it hasn't, then I'm going to start Photoshop and skip it for...
Do something easy.
It was one of these reboot and problem solved kind of problem.
Nice.
That's what a lot of stuff is when you work in computers.
I run into all kinds of that stuff with Giants Editor.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you change what's called the i3D file, which is a Giants Editor generated XML file. It's weird. You have to restart the editor, and it's like, close it, restart it, close it, restart it, close it, restart it. It's like, oh man, stop.
So I'm actually going to do a little nifty here. I'm just going to end it there, and I'm going to call this bit north route. North.
Okay, so that section's straightened out. That's got the
that way
correct
I can be sure that yes, it's in right spot. Now I don't have to move the label. So now I can. The only
funny
problem
how we get a little excitement. It's like, yes.
Yeah,
it
the
worked.
problem is that I don't get the whole length, but right now I don't care about that part.
Don't want you. I said I don't want you. Get off of there.
Because we can actually put one of the coolest things with this
Shift
is
T, Shift Z.
that we have a measuring device. So I can show that, and I do this bit here. So there we go. And there is a measuring device here that is really cool. So I have it in miles, so I can just click from Norwell to Wandford. It's 94.71 miles. So 94 miles. So it's almost 100 miles between there. So that's the coolest. You can actually do. So we take from Hardby to Greyhawk along the road. We can actually measure the distance here. So I go in here and I can just click along the road and just...
I need to shorten this one up. Back. And then you need to be controlled because you're out of control.
It's quite a distance to Greyhawk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. We have a morning meeting tomorrow. That's looking forward to that one. Yeah. So 185 miles from Hardby to Greyhawk case. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
Oops.
A couple of days of couple of days travel. So yep.
I'd say quite a few days travel, because isn't it like 16 miles or something like that you can go in a horse and wagon?
Yeah, you go like 20 miles if you take it nice and steady. You go like about 24 miles or about 20 miles. Yeah, peat bog. It followed the river. So I followed the road when I did the calculation. So straight as the crow flies, it's that was the wrong button. As the crow flies, it's 140 miles. If you take your flying carpet, it's 140 miles. But if you take the road, it's 185 miles. So yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely by barge or by fairly good river boats. It's navigable. Yeah. In my world, I have there's some locks and stuff here, so to even out the flow, so you can actually go up and down river much easier. But that's my version, my take on it.
Oh.
Yep. Okay, now we have some tertiary roads down here, so let's zoom in and do them. From Crossford down to Pelgarin.
Okay, so that is
Oh, that was the wrong.
Sorry for the yawn, guys.
Wrong button. There we go. Yeah. I need the wrong button emoji today because I pressed a lot of wrong buttons here.
One of the YouTubers that plays Ark has a wrong button
Yeah,
emoji
Jay has that on Lord Gusumba channel. Yeah.
He poops. The little guy poops. It's like, yep, wrong button.
Yep. Yes, wrong button, and it's being used at least once every stream. Is the norm to have at least one wrong button.
Yep.
There we go.
I think I don't remember what his name is, though, the guy that actually does it.
I mean, what's Ark?
It's a survival video game with dinosaurs and stuff.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. It's, not really my forte anymore, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They just came out with a brand new remake of it, and people are just been going nuts over it. I'm like, yeah, kind of over Ark. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I'm not so sure about that part, but yeah.
No, I think so too.
I'm not so sure I like the humans and dinosaurs. Well, Jurassic Park did it, so we can't complain too much, and that was good. So,
I mean, it's okay, but it's a primitive, a lot of primitive stuff, and I just don't care for dinosaurs in games. It's like, nah.
I'm kind of I like dinosaurs in scientific documentaries on how life was on planet Earth 60 million years ago, or when the dinosaurs were around. That's interesting, but I don't want a heck of a lot of dinosaurs in my games. But I love dragons though, which is kind of you just need to you just have to make fantasy version of it. So if you have like a giant sand lizard, I can go with that instead. So it could be a dinosaur, but you just have to make it a fantasy version of it, and I'm good. But don't call it the Brontosaurus or T-Rex and stuff like that, because no, I don't like that in my fantasy.
Yeah, that's
but
why
you can call it sand lizards and forest dragons and lots of cool stuff, and I'm in. You can have white dragons and stuff like that. It's
run Isle of Dread. It's like, nah, thanks.
Yeah, we have definitely not made it down to the Isle of Dread either, and I don't think it will happen anytime soon. But yeah,
I'm just not into dragons.
We haven't made it more than 50 miles away from where we started in 5 years. So
that's because you're dragging your heels.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If it was up to us, we would have been on super speed and boom.
Yeah. Maybe don't get Komodo
dragons. Yes, Komodo dragons are nice.
Yeah.
It's a standard ones, but then it has believable ones. I like playing Icarus quite a bit. Although I haven't played it for a while now. I should get back into that one of these days.
Yeah.
I was playing with a group of friends, and the big storm destroyed my house, and I was like, okay, I'm done. See ya. Wait. I need to adjust this. That's what I need to do. Don't be messing up your road a third time.
Yeah.
Stretch it. And then get rid of this stuff. Not that button. When I do Blender...
Yeah, tools like that have myriads of them. Yeah.
There's way too many, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, and we're gonna go this way.
Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff, so I need to I need to cancel that one and add the stuff that is missing here first.
Okay,
Why
so
the heck?
This.
So now I used that measure line, and now that pops back in again all the time. Let's see. First we have a village down here again.
I see.
Village.
That's what you're trying to do.
Then we have Wyvernon or Wivernon, or however you pronounce it. There we go.
Scale Z0. And then. Oh. Okay, so
And that
I need
is
to
a village
those are
walled.
not right.
The
and I
structures.
Solid face.
There we go. Hang on a second. You can be on top for a bit here. I've been on top so much now. It's your turn. Yeah, so there we go. So we have Stalkara Estates. They're on that little hill there.
There we go. That's much better. Although this is crooked now.
Estates.
Scale by Z. Good enough.
And it's a
Alright,
structure.
And
there we go.
Okay, now this chunk needs to.
And then we have Castle Sulafret. It's down there.
Let's see what's that land. Be right about there. Okay. No, I can't merge yet because I didn't select the other thing, you ninny.
Yeah. And here is a case where I can actually use this function and move the label a bit here. So there we go. And it works, but I can't do that on roads because that's kind of, that screws things up.
List and
yeah, Komodo dragons can be cool. That's yeah, but I would call them poisonous lizards or something like that. So yeah.
Komodos are cool. I like them.
Yeah,
but
in
Icarus,
we not call them Komodos. I will name them after another island or a place in the world and call them lizards or wherever, so to speak, and then but take Komodo stats, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have a whole bunch of more stuff that I haven't added. So let's go into adding.
Hello, Von Malq.
Hello, how's it going with your Nyrons? That's so cool. We have structures again, so add another one here. Well, okay. You took a nap. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I did too.
Yeah, I
Felt
didn't actually
damn
take
good
it.
too.
Yeah, I didn't take a nap today. I took Chico and we walked. I dragged him around 4 miles today. So.
Well, you're more ambitious than I was because I was super.
He was like, "Come, take me." He desperately wanted to go, and then was like,
Let's
"Okay,
go, Mom."
Yep. So you begged for it. So yep.
Varlby Gem, it goes well.
Awesome. Thank you, Varl. Welcome back. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm making progress here. I screwed up a little bit with my labels on my roads. We were actually working on roads, both of us. So I'm working and castles and stuff that I realize I've forgotten. So I need to put them in here. So we have iBite over here.
I'm drawing. Von Malq says, I'm drawing, actually redrawing the map of Karlstrand from OJ number 17.
Okay.
Trying to do stuff with a mouse that is making me crazy. Are the $100 mice actually better than the $20 ones? No.
No, not really.
I don't think so.
No, mice are a mature product. But if you want to draw things, you get yourself a Wacom tablet or one of the knockoffs, like Huion or something. So you get yourself one of these. Or use a trackball, works also. But one of these, if you want to draw things, you use this, and that way you can use a pen and you can draw.
I've had really good luck with my Huion.
Yeah, they're getting better. So there are several now competitors to Wacom, and I think they're getting good too. It seems
and
like. And
even the setup of video cards at the time.
Yeah.
Didn't have. It had that difference between the actual screen and where you're your
Oh
pen
yeah,
was,
yeah,
and it just hovered.
yeah.
So that was a little disconcerting too, because I said,
That's one
"Oh,
of
it's so
the
little."
yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the depth. You have the layers are that's one of the things. There's a little bit of depth on my Wacom screen. I have a
Mm-hmm.
16-inch Wacom, but not much, so it's good to draw on. But I often I prefer to sit and stare at the big screen because I don't do precision work that often. I'm not usually just paint textures and stuff.
I actually have a program that uses my iPad as a drawing
Yeah.
tablet. So it actually works really well. So I can do Photoshop on my iPad and it pulls it in. So it's really nice, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Drawing
Cord,
freehand,
get over here.
you need a Wacom tablet, so you can a Wacom thingy, so you can use a pen
Absolutely.
instead of a mouse. Yeah, then you will be cartography in no time.
Tablet.
Yep. Okay, so we have Varnifen. That is, I'm going to make it a town, humanoid town here. So there we go, and I'm going to put it
That is the same
just
size. Okay.
south here in the hills there.
Moose says nothing beats graph paper and pencils.
That's true. Yeah, you can scan them afterwards.
Really good luck with my Huion. I had both the little one and a big one, the big graphics one. But sadly, at the time, my graphics card, the 1660, couldn't handle the two graphical input or three graphical inputs, so I couldn't use the two monitors and that, and
Yeah.
just wasn't working. So I had to return it, which kind of
Mm-hmm.
sucked. But
Yeah.
oh well, I've got my iPad working now, so it works really, really well. Got it all set up so it. Um,
Even a dragon lair here, so I'm going to
yes, but it
add.
takes a lot longer for those since I'm no artist. Drawing, building, and castles, etc.
Oh yeah, but it's drawing roads and borders and stuff like that. That's what you need it for too.
Mm-hmm. I actually find it a lot easier once you get used to the eye-hand coordination to use a drawing tablet.
Oh yeah, yeah. And the good thing there is undo, and you have layers and stuff. You can put a guide map under
That's
it
the
and
thing.
stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and undo and things. So it's there's a lot better than.
Roads and borders was
Exactly. Then you
Oh,
get
yep.
yourself a tablet. Get the bamboo, the cheapest tablet. Costs like $60 or something. It's not super
I
expensive.
think the Huion's like the cheapest Huion that's a
Yeah,
decent size is
yeah.
like 39 or
See,
something like that.
get
It
that,
was.
and as a start, and if you like it, you get something better down the road.
And Huion's customer service is amazing. I've
Yeah.
never had an issue with them, so. And their Huion canvas, if you want to go the expensive route, is really, really good too. The big pen display, even for Blender, I could have been doing points with a pencil instead of, that.
Yeah. Okay, back to roads here again.
Not sure if Best Buy has a whole lot of pen displays. They
No, the
don't normally
easiest is
carry a
go
lot.
to Amazon and get them. They have the selection, and or you can go to their own website, so to speak. But go to Amazon, and you get all the competitors, and you can see all the different models and stuff, and you can see them
If
there.
you have a superstore
Or
kind of Best Buy,
Newegg, or yeah, if you have a super, maybe, but Best Buy will give you the one they earn the most on selling you, not the one you need. That's the thing. Best Buy
yep.
will have the cheapest crap possible, and then one other choice. Real computer store, like especially if you have a micro center near you, I will go there because they have all of them, and
Hey,
they're
little Mike, how you
fantastic.
doing?
Yeah. Hello, welcome. So, but otherwise, go to Newegg or one of the or online retailers or Amazon and find it, because then you can see which one and buy. Yeah, buy a
Yeah. And I think it was I want to say like a 12-inch Huion,
yeah.
and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Doing good, Mike. I haven't been around much because I've been doing without this.
Yeah. I'll try again and see if I can't use the Wacom tablet for this, because it's supposed to be able to. There we go. Yeah.
If I didn't have the iPad and I only use it for that, I would go back to a Huion in a heartbeat.
It disappeared. So
EU's got a hold of it.
yeah. So now I have to take the...
Moose says, I was being a touch sarcastic, however, we had a drafting tools to use for drawing back when I...
With the Wacom tablet. I just have to do some mouse work at the end there. So, but for some reason I didn't save the... hang on a second here. Now I need to go in structures. I didn't save iByte, disappeared, so now I need to put iByte in here again. So yeah.
Put another... No, come on. Do what I want you to do.
iByte.
Control R. Arg. You're not doing what I want you to do.
There we go. iByte is there. And now it's saved. So there we go. It's in place. And then we have a little...
Lost has been found.
Yep. And we have a little bridge there. So I need to put a bridge. A bridge.
And you need to go there.
There. And its angle is about 100 degrees, I think.
Why
bridge.
There.
Perfect. Yep.
Dissolve. And then we need to move you there.
Okay, now it's time for some more.
Bam. There we go. Much better.
Roads.
You're missing too. Okay.
Tertiary. There we go.
Down there. It was even a thing, but that was almost 40 years ago. Oh, yep. Somebody dated himself. Haha.
Well, he's the same age as me, so yeah.
Well, we're all right in the little triad area there somewhere.
Yeah, we are.
Then Moose says, even though I haven't been playing, I've drafted and Wonder Draft to draw some of the old 60 this year. Well, happy birthday when it comes up.
I'm turning.
I turned 53 or 54.
Oh damn! You're a few months. I'm turning 59 at GaryCon.
Ooh, depending on what month it was, it's 5 or 6.
Yeah, so I'm 59 this March. Yep.
Young people today.
I don't feel that well. I'm almost okay. Today was an okay day, so yeah.
Some days I feel old, and then other days I just like whatever.
It's been fairly okay today. I took a long walk with Chico, and he kind of pooped out before me today. So
the sad thing is taredness kicks my butt. When I'm tired, I get cranky.
Yeah,
I've been just like, ugh.
I've been fairly okay for now. And okay, let's.
And I've been really take a toll on my crankiness.
Yeah.
Ask Driver, he knows.
Yeah.
I keep grumbling and growling at him.
There's a whole bunch of shipwrecks.
Old Mix, whoever the hell is doing it, is having a farm.
Yeah, having
shipwreck farm.
Having a shipwreck. Yep.
Oh, let's see. Okay, so your map that I'm working on. I'm putting my little farm that I was showing you guys is going to sit right here. And then I'm putting in the city of, or the little village of Ratse, which is my hometown. It usually sits way up here. And I moved it in so I can actually have it on the map. Mm-hmm. And then I got to put a railroad in along here somewhere. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty square map and square fields because that's the way that area is. It's flat and square. It's really warped. The intersections really got bad when I was working on it, so now I have to go back and fix them all. Oops, I don't want that map in the background because it flickers.
Put in a village here, and it's the village of New Temple Parish.
I remember reading about that.
Yeah, New.
Oh wow. Model mic that you were making of the granary system from Ratse. You want to fire it into Dropbox for me sometime? Because I'll probably use it in the map or make it look similar to that.
Hello, Mike. Welcome. Good to have you here. Hope you're having a good start of the weekend. Yep.
Every once in a while, little Mike and I will have 3D nights where we'll just start a conversation, and pretty soon both of us are working on 3D stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, and I'm fleshing out the and that is a little island that should have a name that eludes me here. So it's Morrow Point.
And then you need to go.
So
just the tiniest
can we have
right there?
We have area names here somewhere. I don't don't think I put that. There we go. Area names.
Let's
Okay.
make sure YouTube is doing its thing. Yep, it is. Okay, cool.
I should have a different size. So hang on a second here. Font size and spacing. Okay, good.
All right, there we go. And
so then we have. I'm going to put in there.
Okay, I need to get rid of this section next. And copy this chunk. Bring it over.
And
I'm just trying to get all the roads back to a decent size because they were getting really bad.
Point.
And I would go into Giants Editor and show you guys it, but you'd be blinded by the white screen because they don't have dark view, but somehow they say they can't do it for some strange reason and blah, 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 blah. And we're all like, okay.
I screwed up there, so
Let's see. Oh no.
discard. There we go. And now we go in here again.
Anna Foobard.
Yeah, I foobarred, so yeah. Exactly, I foobarred. There we go.
Let's see.
Now we're going to call.
Now you're straight.
More.
Okay, so now
point.
You guys
small
need to go.
Island. Font size 30. I have no clue. I'm just gonna put in. I'm putting no spacing and just see what happens. And nothing happened. Okay, so now I go in here and look at the attribute table, and it's still.
Okay, so this is the old one.
Okay, now we go in here and
delete you and
add.
I'm just gonna steal this one
and
right
move
here.
it over.
See, there we go.
It's so small that we make it 1000. Oh, okay. It was so small that we couldn't be seen. It was like minuscule. So we make it. 4,000.
It was super mini.
There you go. That's better. More
Oops.
points. So, and now I can. And that was a line. So don't get any ideas of moving the label. Shift the points of the line instead.
Are you chastising yourself, or are you telling the program?
No, I'm chastising myself. So don't get cocky and think that you can. Exactly, don't get any idea. Think you can fix it here because that you can't. So make sure you do it right from the get-go here. So there we go. So Morrow Point, yes, that's from Carlos' campaign. You remember when we played at GaryCon? Yep, that was at Morrow Point. That was that island there.
Was that the one where we played in the hotel room, or was that in the?
No, in the hotel room.
When we got Marquesa.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the hotel room.
When
yes. With Magnus and yep.
That was fun.
Yep, that was a lot of fun. Yep. So that was on that island. So yeah, because I looked up the map on my tablet and I said, "There, I have an island there." So then we were like, "Yay!"
Nice.
So then it's named Morrow Point. So yep. And the cool thing was that the island was there before Carlos had written the adventure. So and he hadn't looked at my map in particular. But that was cool. So now we know. Now we get there. We haven't so the island is called Morrow Point. Yep.
And since the tooth is going to cost so freaking much money,
yeah, you will not make it.
I may end up going to GaryCon. We'll see.
Oh, yay!
So,
yeah,
it's just I can't justify spending that kind of money on one tooth.
No, but you can spend half as much money on going to GaryCon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
But it's just fine. It's just
we'll see. Yeah.
I'm like I said before, I've got nice pudgy cheeks, so I'm not hurting for eating at all. So.
Yeah. It's always Soylent. Yeah.
Let's see. Greyhawk Mike says howdy, howdy, howdy.
Yep. Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you, Mike.
Yep. And now I need to go with the. Now it's time to use the Wacom again here. So there we go. So I'm just gonna click my way down here along
there.
Move
And
around here.
We gotta pull this whole chunk in a little bit. But I want to pull everything from this corner in, which is this line too. Alright. Just gotta go minuscule in, but it can make all the world of difference if you don't line it up.
Yeah.
And
much better. It's a little fiddly, but it's much better for my hand, so yeah.
As long as you can be comfortable doing it, that's the important thing.
Yeah, that's the, and I need to make sure I use the mouse to end it because I don't have an easy way of right-clicking with my pen. Because I realized that I normally you can have right-click on the buttons on the pen, but if I do that, I move.
Yeah, I had to shut my right-click off on that pen.
I have nothing on the buttons here. It's like no.
And the way mine was set up on the Huion, I could use the eraser end of the pen to actually erase.
Oh yeah, here me too.
Oh my god!
But it only works occasionally, and it doesn't work all the time. And then I'm get like, no, it needs to work every time. Otherwise, I can't have it because otherwise I just start painting blurby whatever on top of it. So it's
painting blurbies. That sounds like a good thing.
Well, it becomes blurby of some reason because it's much bigger than the pin. The little.
I'm giving you grief.
Yeah. Yeah. So it becomes big blurby. Yep, big blurby.
Big blurby mess.
Okay. Yep.
I am gonna fudge this just a little bit and get it lined up.
Hang on a second. We had we have a little village out there, but I'm going to skip that one because cars. I've given it a name. Okay, good. The village of. There we go.
Down we go.
And out here.
Where we stop, nobody knows.
Cars.
I gotta look into Gary Con soon if I'm gonna do it though, because I haven't planned anything.
Yeah.
Because they always say if you wait like a couple days before, you might be able to find a hotel close by. But
yeah, they have. I think their hotel rooms somewhere in town. Hopefully somewhere. Yeah. I mean, your cars. It's not like you have to have a rental just because of it or something. So yeah.
Right, and I definitely wouldn't have be there for the entire both weekends either. There's just
you go for the main convention.
To do that, so
yeah.
Yep. I'd like to meet the guys from Legendary Games and those two. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh yeah, Jason, he's awesome. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. I imagine somebody from Kobold will be there. I'm not sure who, though. For the 50th anniversary, you'd think Wolfgang would do it, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a convention that I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to. He's been there before.
Yep. He's been sticking close to home for a lot of stuff lately, though, because I think they've been so busy with Black Flag.
Yeah.
Trying to get that going.
Oops.
Make sure everything's done. All depends on how they get, if they're way ahead on the Kickstarter or not. That's the big thing.
Yeah. And I didn't look at the map here, so I need to check the road a bit here.
Hey, now you are at that angle, so I need to get you and you bring you back up. Right there you are. Shift easy, bring you down here. Kind of wish sometimes I had been more careful when I was doing this the first time, but you know how it is. You get in a frenzy of working on stuff and you're like, crap. That didn't work, right? At least I do. I don't know about anybody else, but you're like, Shift Z 180. And then we gotta adjust the other roads here. Okay, now why is this a different size? Have I fudged things again? No. Okay, I just didn't. This one is warped. I need to get a different one. I'll get this one right here. Since that's the one I just fixed earlier. Kick you back
So,
over where you
there we
belong.
go. I'm making good progress here. Now I need to...
I am too, surprisingly. Okay, and... Ugh, that's
Then
an
we have
ugly
the
intersection.
sus road here, so I need to... Oops.
Sounds suspicious.
It is suspicious. Yeah, very suspicious.
Very, very sus.
Yeah. So we need to take this one and then simply go along the whole coast here.
Okay, and shift easy, bring you down here. But again, the city streets of Rotsay are not straight at all. One of those towns that's evolved over the last 100 years, and the streets are going every which direction.
Yeah.
And then you get people who walk the same path numerous times, and they end up making their own road again. It's like, grr. All right, there we go.
Oops, I need to name it.
You're not straight out either. You
Name
look reasonably
it. Come
straight.
on. Select. There we go.
Alright, so you need to go
Select
there.
that one. Edit feature and name and call it
You need to go that way.
road.
And you need to go that way.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
And then save.
And this, delete edges.
And then I have all the different, I'm going to look over the sizes of them and do that as a separate little side project. So let me go back up here and do Celine and this area
Sizes here. As in what?
All the different humanoid tribal locations on the Pomarsh.
Okay,
I need to go back to the source on that one to see the sizes, because I had different symbols. I just had the humanoid layer was just a symbol. Now I'm actually that actually have settlements. So I'm giving them a better treatment, cartography treatment. So they actually have.
Nice.
Yep. So they're being upgraded. But that means that I have to go back to the sources a bit here. And
I don't think there's a day that goes.
Cool.
Wish I could have your map like above my desk.
Well,
but
you technically can't. But wait until we have a GIS version that is more.
Then I'll only do probably a part of it, because I know I can't.
This one is so big that it will be the whole wall. So yeah.
Yeah, it would be my entire wall, because I think my wall's like 15 feet or something like that. So it would definitely be the whole thing.
Okay, so we have this area here. We have Fedbobonk. Let's do
just northeast of Hamlet?
Hamlet, yeah. Fedbobonk is north of Hamlet. So
north, okay.
If you want to be really picky, it's just a little bit northwest, but it's north mainly.
Okay.
Yep, almost straight north.
Cool
so we have a primary road here.
Getting there, slow but sure.
Yep.
Why do I have extra pieces here? Delete, vertex, and close the gap. Get back over there. And you merge like I told you to do. Somebody's having a horn honking attack outside my apartment.
Uh-oh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They do that every once in a while here. It's like, you gotta probably have a phone in your hand. Just call the person and tell them you're here.
Yeah.
Instead of honking like
that
a
was
maniac.
like the pre-smartphone era when.
Yeah, right.
When you just or in Italy. People park on the street and someone else pull up behind and just keep on the horn for like until someone comes and moves the car. I remember the first time I was like on a tourist bus and it was like, oh, there's someone parked in the middle of the street, and the driver didn't get angry or whatever. He just stopped and just started with the horn and just held it until someone came and moved the car, and they just waved at each other, and it was very nice and civilized. It was awesome.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay, so here we go.
Let's see. Edges.
I need to have a little bit of it. Just
okay.
Getting slightly hungry here, so I'm going to.
I got my snackage ready too if I need a little something.
I have a little bit of a soylent.
Alright.
There we go.
So we're gonna do that and Z and blammo. Alright, you're gonna go.
A little bit of water and we set for a little bit.
Somebody's hitting me in Discord.
How long have we done? 1:30. So I'm doing good with the roads today, so I'm going to stick with this. It's good. I'm getting quite a bit done. So we have
as long as people in the stream don't complain that we're working on stuff.
Exactly. They haven't complained. Meyer all the way down to Verbobonk, which is a primary road. It's one of the.
And Pete Bug, don't you prove me a liar? Because I said I gave you guys a compliment. We have a well-behaved crew.
Oh yeah, very very well behaved.
He's pretty. You're pretty sassy tonight, so.
He's awesome, always. Yeah.
Let's see. Always.
There we go, and then right
there
click.
We go.
There we go, and then we continue.
Why are you so far down? 'Cause you're down too far. That's why. Yeah, we'll do this and that. And actually, no, I won't do that because that'll mess up this side. And I just did that side. I'm just gonna grab all of this and this.
Now I'm going to do the most memorable road in all of Greyhawk, from Homlet to Temple of Mental Evil through the Moat House and Nulb.
Nice. I have not played with that pack yet that I got yet.
Yeah. I'm going to redesignate the Moat House. It's not a large structure, it's a small structure.
That one's going to be interesting to do because there's a lot of debris on it. So
yeah,
I want to be careful how I do the stuff.
And that will be so sensitive to do because everybody will have an opinion on that one. So
and then I'm going to say I'm doing it the best I can.
Yeah. Oh well, but when I'm thinking of when I do terrain and stuff. Oh God, everybody will have opinions on that one. So.
Yep. But that's one thing about some of the older adventures. They don't have really detailed descriptions, which is a good thing.
That's the good thing. Yeah.
So.
Structure.
Because then you have a little more artist license to, fudge things if you need to.
And it should be. Hang on a second.
Why are you not
structure walled, ruined? There we go.
Are you too wide? No, you're not. You're the same. You're the same.
And that one.
And
there we go.
You're the same there. And okay.
Okay, now it's time to go down to the roads again. Tertiary, and here we go. And we have the low road and the high road. So we take this road that goes straight past the Moat House. And then over here to...
And I'm going to go just a little bit up with you. There.
Nope. There we go. Then we have the other one that goes from Homlet and...
Selecting stuff I didn't select. Blender.
And that way.
And scale-wise...
These things are actually almost too small to be on this map, but I put it here because people demand that these things here are on the map. So, yep. Okay, now we have another road, and that's the one down to Enstad from Omelette. And
okay, so that's looking better. I just need to not do that. How about we do that?
we need to.
Hitting wrong button right
Yeah,
and
I
left
have
here
no
tonight.
clue on how to add stuff, so like
Oh,
that, so we can.
just having one of those nights where no matter what I touch, I gotta hit the wrong button kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
like, grr. All right, so you're even. Why are you so warped? Something's not right here. You're not that
There we
one,
go.
Blender. My goodness, this one. The one I actually pointed to would be the one I'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Blender's being difficult tonight. Okay, so that's there.
We have more.
Is this straight?
I'm going to skip that one.
Scale
No, I think I'm
Yes,
done
it
with
is.
QGIS for the moment. I'm going to fire up Photoshop just for a little bit here and do that the last half hour because I feel like I
Alrighty.
want to. I've done quite a bit of progress here for being in an hour, so I'm going to.
Sometimes the tedious tasks just get to the point where it's like, okay, I'm done with that for now.
Yeah, QGIS is like short, often in intense hours every day is the way to make progress on that one, I think. So, and
Okay,
open,
so that
and
lines
let's
up.
see here what we got things.
This one.
Keep
Straight.
18. That's the one I should.
Oh, I see what I did. I see.
Yeah, now you can see all my secrets here on the screen here too. So yeah.
Thing here is not
No
right
biggie.
depth.
There's a lot of height maps and stuff.
Scale Y0.
There
Much
we go.
better. That looks
Okay,
better.
now I can go in here
Okay.
and let's see. I want to start adding buildings and stuff
No,
because
I don't
it's so
want
much
that.
fun to do the buildings. So civilization and old city. I'm going to do. This is the port footering. It's. Hang on a second. Turn off the snap function. Get this. And
I'm stressing over nothing, I think, is what my problem is tonight. Just gonna shove you down a little bit.
there we go. Okay. So now it's time to do the start thinking. This is a town of probably about 2,000 people, a little bit, and then there's people that live in other areas here too. So I'm going to
So
start putting
just
things
for
like
giggles,
this in here. So
that's the same size. That's slightly
put
bigger,
little
but that's
buildings
okay.
here. There we go.
Slightly bigger.
Some little guard tower there. We can put a couple of doing here. There we go. Now I can see pixels.
DX. I need to get rid of this one first.
I realized in the beginning I made the buildings too small, so I think start putting. And then we have the actual center. Oh, hang on a second. I need to put to open the 3D view of this one too.
Got that.
There we go.
Okay, now I can delete that.
Shieldlands 1, South Keep.
And then bring you into position and make sure you're
And here we
right
have
size.
the terrain viewer and render it.
And you're a lot bigger than you should be. That's why I'm having trouble.
Okay. So you're still on the road duty here? Yeah.
Yep. Fixing my problems, like always.
Well, are you causing them first, or is it the program?
I caused them before, and now I'm fixing them.
Okay, good. Yep.
Because I tend to get lazy when I'm working on projects sometimes, and I'm just, go, and then it's like, I didn't do that the smart way. That wasn't good. I definitely am not a efficient sculptor when I'm in Blender. I tend to do things the hard way and then go, why is it working like I'm supposed to?
That efficient in anything I do in that time. Well, in Photoshop, I think I'm starting to get my mojo in, and World Machine too.
Yeah, you've got it down to a science almost, but I certainly don't.
It's a long slog to get there, but I'm starting to get the results I want. So
That's half the battle, is getting the results you want.
yeah. So here we go. I want to see the 3D layout of the island. So
I don't want you.
we have a couple of high points. We have a high point there, a ridge here, and another little ridge there.
Oh goodness! Sorry, I'm oh goodnessing me because I'm like, uh-oh, this is like way off whack here. No wonder it looks goofy. It was like way too big and way off center, and that's why.
So I'm going to remove these trees there because that's the harbor. So no trees in the harbor there.
Yep. I need to get you on the same scale.
Hang on a second. While I'm at it, when I remember it, I need to disable this and then go in here and add some grain to this one. Some noise. Add noise. There we go.
I need to do this.
Gaussian, maybe that's a little bit too much.
Oh, there we go.
That's good. So yeah.
I'm getting there.
Perfect. So I added a little bit of noise to this thing here. And now we can go in here and add some more boardwalk in the harbor. So I'm going to add that here and here.
Because it's just going to cause problems.
There we go.
There we go. Now, go. And make sure this is straight. So I'm going to straighten the Straits of Rothsay just a little bit because they're pretty crooked.
So we have one port there. And then I'm thinking to have a port on the river side of things. We can probably have it here. So I'm going to go in here and make it happen there.
Pull you up there, pull you down there.
And do this bit here.
You down. You down. There we go.
That's a little bit too big for... I'm just gonna
this way.
Have it that big, I think is good. And then go into the reeds and just remove the reeds here.
And that one looks good. Okay,
so
leave my things there.
Okay, that's a good start. Now I need to start adding some... I'm going to add roads first here. And I have a 400. So there we go. I'm going to add.
And you need to be all the way over.
So I'm going to build a road down there and then have a good... I want to often add a road network that fits the geography and then but have an idea of where the buildings need to go. But the main streets and roads, I add them in first, so to speak. So here we can have like a little square thing here. Then we have another street that goes meanders down here to this part here.
Okay. So
and then we have a bunch of trees that needs to go here too. So I'm just gonna remove them. There we go. This is not... I don't know if I'm going to have this as a walled-in city or town. I don't think so. I think I'm going to skip it. They will have a couple of keeps and fortified buildings, but not build a wall around the whole thing, because there's so many other villages and towns and whatever here. So they have more like a spread out defense, and also most of the threats comes from the inland, so to speak. They come from Iusians and Horn Society and stuff. So the coastline here is not that dangerous. They're rainy and some other stuff and so on, but maybe they're... We'll see. They might have... some of the buildings here are defensible instead. So we're going to add a first keep here. Oh, that was the forest. So go in here and add a first... make it a square keep there. Well, I have to make sure not always put all the keeps should not have the the walls, that's very important because people don't, they orient the buildings after the terrain, not after the four, like the cardinal directions of the compass. So there we go. So I'm going to add, that's the first keep.
All right.
Like that, and then I'm going to add a second keep here that is more towards looking out the ocean and stuff, defense from and stuff, and they can sit and hold out in them if there's people coming and threatening the stuff. And then there were some more buildings in town and stuff too. And since they have a lot of people in the surrounding areas, meaning if you come and mess with them, then there will be another hundreds of others that can come and help from neighboring areas. So they're not defenseless. So they probably rely on that more. But I might change my mind later. But that's my the way I'm dealing with it right now. So, and then we have the center is of course around the actual. There's two kind of main source of industry and income here is fishing and farming, because there is actually fair amount of arable land around here, so it's a combination of agriculture, fishing, and also to export things from upriver and rich. But there's they're richer than they're not poor, so to speak, but they're not a rich super rich town or anything like that. It's a small town of middle class folks, so to speak. That
nice.
Yeah. So there are a few, what would you call, burgers and stuff here that don't have to, that have professions and so on and so forth, and
you're way too wide.
Farmers as well as that. And then we can make like a big inn here, and we can have a couple other inns, make them fairly big buildings with some things jutting out in the back here. And then we make some other buildings down here, fairly big, like warehouses and stuff for having goods. And then we add a couple of other buildings in between here.
So if I do that,
I'm going to stay away from these really low-laying areas around here, because they might flood if the river in spring and stuff, and so used in order to raise the building half a floor or a floor up. So the basement is something they can use part of the year, and then they can have it as a flood protection in parts of the year. I've seen that in places of old medieval buildings and in Europe. They built like a stone basement that was like sometimes even 10 feet high, that they could use for storage and stuff part of the year, but they know that don't store anything that can be ruined by hello Dave, and I'm sorry, I need to get back to you. I need to look at my schedule, but I think I'm okay to sign up for your game. But I need to verify that tomorrow and look at my schedule for things. So yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was so much fun to play last time. So yeah, it's just that I've been swamped with all sorts of stuff happening right now. So it's or be part of organizing GaryCon, bunch of other stuff, and so yeah, but it's positive things. So it's good. So I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to explain why I'm been terrible at getting back to people. Yeah. Okay, now it's time to do some small buildings here too. Yeah, and then we make some mid-sized building here, and then we have to have some warehouses and stuff here along. We can take
that way.
And then we can make a couple of buildings, and we make a building out there, like a little keep that can keep an eye on things, and the same thing on this side here. And this is just the general texture, so I go in and paint over and give them better, more appropriate colors. So it's just my generic kind of color. But here we have some fields and stuff. So here we have a little bit of agriculture and stuff when we get to this part of town. So the major is the densest, so to speak. So okay, now it's time to start looking at some roads or like town streets here. So I'm going to
Okay, I gotta
make
pull
it
you
like
onto
a
the
big
side.
parking lot between here, because this is
1, 2,
where there's
3,
like
4.
two inns,
Yes.
so they have like a communal parking lot in between that people with horses and all sorts of stuff they can. And then we have a small little street that goes this way, and it meanders around, and it goes down here, and we have one that goes here that way, and of course we have one that goes this way, that way, and then we have one that goes in here and that way in like that. And this is where the most things like the village smith, the tailor, the yeah, things like that. The some people that make stuff and different carpenter and stuff like that. Most of these service things are here, and there's the tavern and a couple of inns and stuff like that are here.
The people that make all the stuff and things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we need to have like a little shipyard thingy here too, so we could that go in here and do this. So I'm going to add some stuff there. Building, and now it's time to add some boardwalk here. There we go. We're going to make that the little shipyard where they repair little boats and vessels and stuff.
Chunk is gonna go.
Can add a little boardwalk there just for the heck of it. So okay, now it's time to add more buildings, and now start looking at other parts and building. People want to live where there are things happening and stuff and around, so some people would definitely live here at these intersections here, and some people will of course want to live up here on the top, so we can have a couple of mansions here where some richer folks live here. And of course they need to have road access, so I'm going to have a road, and we have that one 4. So now I need to start looking at, and it's going here to the keep as well, and then we sneak it down here. I'm looking at the 3D view on this one too, so I don't draw them where it's too steep, and then we just meander over here. There we go. But they also want to have a direct route down to town, so of course we go here.
Okay, so
there we go. Now we're starting to get take a smaller road and connect it across the fields here. Put it like that. Then we make another tiny little one that way. And the keep here needs to have good access, so we build it up there.
Good enough. I'll just get rid of Snob Hill in Rotsey.
Snob Hill?
Yeah,
I can call it Snob. I can call it Snob Hill. That was a cool one. Yeah.
No offense against people that live there now, but that used to be the rich muckety mucks in town thought their poopy didn't stink. And,
that's funny.
They got to be named Snob Hill after a while.
Yeah.
Because that's where all the rich houses were. Actually, no, that was over here in this corner was Snob Hill. This was the okay people. Because let's see if which no longer exists, unfortunately.
So you didn't go to school in Snob Hill then?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. I lived way out here and over here when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And this was, like I said, way up northeast of here. But overall, I wouldn't trade it for the world growing up in a little town like I did. It
Yeah,
just,
I liked growing up in a small town too. It
well, it
was a
teaches
good.
you so much about life,
Well, the
life in
good thing
general.
was there was so much crap you didn't have to see when you grew up in a small town.
Well, that and you just learn a better way of life, I think. I pity some of the kids nowadays that get brought up in these smaller city or these big cities that just can't
but
be
on the other hand,
themselves.
there's also a big city gives a lot of opportunities that you don't get in a small
It
town too.
does,
So
but
there is a drawback and so on. But for me, it was kind of good to
there's a
live a
horse and piece to
shielded life.
everything
Yeah,
that's
live a
done.
shielded
So
life for at least the first 15 years of my life, so to speak, and
I
then
will agree
I
with that, but I still wouldn't trade it for the world. So,
yeah. But there were times when I was like
oh
12
my,
years old. That a
my
big city for
goodness.
me back then was Gothenburg, with like 500,000 people. So, which is by Swedish standards big because it's the second biggest city of the country. But that was my experience of big city when I grew up was Gothenburg, which is not it's not big city, but it's at least a city. It's a decent sized city with 500,000 people, and they have things. So there's culture and movies and museums and restaurants and shopping and all the stuff that you normally expect from a settlement, so to speak. So, and there was
My
an hour
little
away
town,
from where I live, roughly. But yeah, an hour away with train or 45, 50 minutes with car. So about an hour away.
the town I live in right now was considered a big city back then.
Yeah,
For me when I was growing up in the country because
yeah.
it had, you know, it was where you went shopping for school, basically, is what,
Hmm. Yeah.
we considered it.
For me, it was kind of the place I lived in had about 5,000 people living in. It was a small town with 5,000 people, and the community, the city limits, so to speak, the whole area was was countryside around was about 10,000 people. So about 5,000 in town, and but the it was a small town, but it was not super isolated because we had another tiny city, but a city with like 15, 18,000 people. It still was considered a city, or by Swedish legal standards, so to speak. And that was only 20 kilometers away, so like 15 miles away. So that took 20 minutes by car. And then we had another one that was about 100,000, 150,000. That was about half an hour away. And then you had a couple of other small towns that were like 20 minutes away. So and then you had Gothenburg, that was the big city with 500,000 people an hour away. So we had big city was like not too far away. You could go on a Saturday and watch a movie and stuff like that, go shopping and stuff. So we didn't feel like we lived away from everything, but it was a small town, so you still had to do something. Hello, Troy. Welcome.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're talking about the small town or big city when we grew up. So yeah,
Yep. And I grew up on a farm, so we didn't get very far, unfortunately,
yeah,
when we were growing up because of the fact that we had animals and stuff to take care of. We
yeah,
didn't get days off.
yeah.
So,
My dad was a
um,
photographer, so he had a
that's,
photography shop.
and,
Yeah, we didn't have
you know,
much, but we were like lowest middle class, so to speak. So
yep.
so so we had enough. There was enough to pay the bills and get food on the table and stuff like that. No luxuries, but I never experienced that we didn't have things, so to speak. So it was yeah. So we
Yeah,
were not
okay.
rich by any stretch of the imagination, but we weren't
Gotcha.
lacking anything, and that was the thing. Meaning, what was then one of the richest, most booming economies on the planet. There was no poor people anywhere. We didn't have poverty. Didn't exist when I grew up. Basically, it was like there were some people that screwed up their money because they were alcoholics or had psychological issues or stuff like that. But those were rare. Those were really rare, so to speak. So there was no homeless people and stuff like that. So we were very shielded from problems that looked forward, and people were like, oh, we're getting better every year and stuff. So I realize now how privileged that is compared to most parts of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it was a pretty tough, my dad worked
Yeah.
for a little bit of nothing, basically.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, because it was before the heydays of gigantic farmers and having, you know,
Oh yeah, that was
six, seven
before it
hundred dollars in
became
profit,
yeah
seven hundred
exactly
thousand in
before
profit, you know.
before farms became big and big industry, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. And just as a small farmer, he really struggled with a lot of that because
yeah,
he didn't have, you know, the land or anything. And plus, my brothers decided they didn't want to be farmers, and
yeah,
you know, so that kind of really hurt Dad in a way. But you know, he accepted it because he knew it wasn't for everybody.
yeah.
So, Agora Quest is rating us with a party of 4. Thank
Oh
you.
wow, thank you. Welcome, Agora Quest. Awesome.
Nice,
Welcome.
nice,
We're sitting here
nice.
babbling, but I'm working on Greyhawk maps. So yeah, you get we need with
Let's
most. Yeah.
see.
So I'm working on my Shieldland map here, and Linda is working on some farm sim stuff. So I'm filling in little roads and buildings and stuff here. So and these are
Um,
small kind of farmsteads here on the island. So I'm going to fill in some more.
it's just I want to do some different stuff, kind of switch it up so I don't get bored. So,
Uh-oh. Oh, you came over, so that's good. Yeah, welcome.
uh, it said you came over.
Oh yeah, you
Hmm.
came over with a party of 4. So yeah,
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah. Works for me.
Okay, well, yeah.
Oh, the announcement did. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, we appreciate the. Let's
Yeah, but
see.
we saw it. So yeah,
Take this one, shift
we saw
easy.
it. Yeah.
Pull you over there. Pull you over there. And get you lined up for placement.
So I'm going
Delete
to dense
you.
up the town from here. I'm going
And
to
delete you.
actually make it kind of
And
dense here in this area.
then
And then these other parts here, I'm going to make little walls.
looks like you raided into me, Guild Superior says.
Okay,
Okay.
well, there you go. Double
Well,
raid. Yay.
either way, we
Yep.
appreciate the appearance.
Yep.
Okay, and you need to go down a little bit. Then I gotta put some slices in you so you don't stretch. You don't get stretch marks. Ooh, we got Viking raids and
Oh, Nikki Nerd's out.
Nikki Nerd's out.
Welcome, Nikki.
Nice. Hello,
Awesome.
hello, hello.
Awesome. This is great. Yep.
We are the nerdiest of the nerdies
Yeah, we try to. Yep.
because we sit here for hours playing with dots.
Yeah, we've done 2 hours
least
now,
I do.
so but I can do a little bit. I have
Uh,
it's a party. Yay. Yep.
Yep. Scale X0. That's where I want to be.
I'm working on this Shieldland stuff.
Oops, wrong way.
Now we know Pete Bog.
Those.
You're not working. You should have weekend now. So yep.
I never work hard. Oh, wait, let me take that back.
I
do.
was just going to say you sit and do a lot of stuff. So yep.
When I do Fantasy Grounds, that's when I consider work.
Yep.
When I play with this stuff, it's considered just fun.
Yep. And for me, this is hopefully both work and fun at the same time.
Because usually Fantasy Grounds means
Yep.
I'm earning money.
Agora, that you come to the right place because we are the ones that's supposed to know what's going on. Hey, you don't have to. So yeah.
Me? I never know what's going on. Anna's the one in charge.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just doing my thing.
Uh-oh.
Extrude Y
This is now I'm getting.
and blammo. And then we're going to kick you over because you're not attached. You now have a home.
Yeah.
And
Somehow I
scale
get the
Y0.
sense that this is too. I need a smaller
And then you need to go back.
brush. Size 1 pixel and.
Holy. How was your cozy nerdy chat tonight? Doing good. It was good. We just wrapped up. We got into deep one. Question if you had a poll, it was a light year long. Definitely a nerdy conversation. Something about pushing light year long polls. Wow.
Yep.
Too deep for this little brain.
And I realize I need to make some of these buildings bigger because they are kind of on the small side here. So I need to.
Some days I can't figure out what my name is.
Okay, yeah.
Most of the time I'm pretty good, but you have those days.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Where you just feel like you're in a fog all day long and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
what am I doing?
I had that midday today, so that's why I needed to get a cabin fever. So I needed to take a walk, and we walked and we walked. In the
And he
beginning,
said, Mom, are we done yet?
in the beginning he was like, "Oh, I'm so enthusiastic," and then after 2.5 miles, he was like, "Mommy, I'm going far. Is this road is not going home?" And he started complaining and whatnot. So I had to lift him up a bit and cheer up, and we had to sit down on the sidewalk and look at after some lizards and do some other stuff for a little bit, and then we walked again, and then he saw some other dogs and people, and all of a sudden we were running again. So, but I haven't seen him all night, so he's pooped out and just happy
Is he
sleeping.
chilling with Mike or just
Oh yeah,
sleeping?
he's in bed and just he's completely pooped out. So I don't think
He's
he.
out.
Yeah, I think he's out for until tomorrow morning at
Oh.
9 or something. I don't. Maybe he will not even be that keen on getting out. So out for a walk tomorrow morning. So yeah.
Let's see. But in theory, there's one continuous pulse, so every other cell pretty close. Cannibal. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty.
There we go. But for some reason I can't get small. Weird. I
They
can.
usually say it's user error when you start
Yeah,
complaining about
but
your
it's
tools.
normally I can get a brush that is a tip that is 1 pixel, but for some damn reason I can. 1 pixel is 4 pixels today, so that's weird.
I was done with academia after my associates. I was like, done with that noise.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have to
See
find a
ya.
tiny little. Is that one smaller? With this.
School was just not my thing, but I love to learn.
Yeah,
I think it was just the structure of school I didn't like.
and hardness. Is this the thing then? Yeah, I have to do it with the brush instead of the pencil. So yeah. We have a communal pen here.
Put that dot back. Okay, making progress.
So, and then we.
Yay, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Got about half the town left to do. Yikes.
Cool.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
See, that's just a little road that runs through, and so is that. So they could technically be smaller, but we'll leave it. You need to drop those 4.
Okay, now I need to do some roads here. There we go. Need to have some more access roads down here.
Bam. Okay, you
that way.
need to go bye-bye, because you're totally wrong.
Okay, yep. Now I'll zoom out a bit because I get so cockeyed when I'm looking at it and so zoomed in. I realize that I'm starting to do details that actually are not here. So yeah.
Yeah, and then your brain goes,
Yeah.
okay.
And I need to save again because now I'm actually worked so hard on this.
Your own whip. Okay, Jay, are you getting sassy?
Oh, that's funny.
Sassiness abounds in chat tonight.
Troy, what have you done?
Doing.
Oh, I think he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing because Jay is internalizing it. So it's yeah.
I see. All right, there we go. That's lined up good enough for me.
And now I'm going to put a little bit of small boardwalks down here that these private boat thingies here. So I'm going to go in here and add that here. So there we go.
That way.
I'm going to add a little boardwalk there. I'm going to add another one there.
This one will be here.
I'm going to add one here. And one there.
X.
And then it's here.
Why does that look so cotton picking big? Shift Z.
So, and then it's time
That's
to
weird.
add some roads
That's the
here.
right size. That's just about the right size, and that's the right size. Okay.
There we go.
Just looks big for some reason.
Yeah, and then we.
All right.
Yeah, and then we add some more
Now.
buildings here.
Bye. And then you can pull you back a little bit.
There we go.
Copy you.
Add some little fun details.
The goodies together.
Okay, that's awesome. You're done with the map of Karlstrand. Damn.
That was quick. You were struggling about, what, an hour and a half ago?
That's cool. I want to. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Mike. That I'm really looking forward to that. So cool. I have to. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, there we go.
And I'm just doing tiny little towns here. I feel like I'm lagging behind here. Can do big cities, but I only have a couple of other cities in this area. So, yep.
And then we're gonna
Now I need to
shift
make
to the
some more
side.
houses here.
That bugs me. I'm making my roads
Okay.
reasonably straight. A little bit straighter. You need to go over and then up. Just get that whole section. And we're gonna. There we go. I'll save so I don't lose anything. I'll go back in and put my cuts in that I need later.
Yeah.
Yep.
Friday night. Yep. So now it's time for some roads again.
Duplicate that again.
So I'm going to add a road going that way. I'm going to add one in here.
Delete you.
Add it that way.
Bring you down here.
Then I'm going to add a road there. One that way.
For goodness sakes. How does that happen? Oh well. Whatever. I'm beyond being completely careful with this. I'm ready for it to be done. And I haven't even started the map officially yet.
Okay. Yeah.
There, and you need to be scaled up a bit and bring you back under control.
So I think we're almost done with this part here. I think I have a port footer in here, so that will be that. Now it's more like, where should I put? There needs to go settlements here, so I need to fix the. There is so.
Actually, I'm gonna cheat and make this road a little bit narrower.
There we go.
Because that's like right up against the swamp.
Yeah. So now it's time to connect the dots here. So I'm going to take the road around here.
And since I'm making it smaller, I'm going to copy this and rotate Z 90 and do this and delete you. Nope, get rid of that one. Do that, line up the curves. Line up the curves first. Then I can do that. Okay, and
there we go. And now it's time to add some
all right. And then this
bridges
needs to go
here.
all the
So
way
I'm going to.
down to this corner.
Can I?
This corner I'm going to leave because that was a
That's
bugger to model. Just going to pull the side in just a little bit.
I'm going to test and take this in. Take away that and go down to 1 pixel.
Actually, I don't even need those. Okay. Everybody.
Yeah, good night, Nikki.
Okay, good night, Jay.
Jay,
okay, Crashing,
yep,
stay in. Okay. Have a good one, Jay.
Yeah.
And if
Yep,
anybody else
see you
is leaving,
tomorrow
have a
morning.
good one. Yes, there we go. No, that was not the right move. Stooge. How about we do
There
that?
we go. So
That's
add
the right
some
way
of the
to do
bridges
it.
there. There's
No,
a bridge here too.
Not everything under the sun. There we go.
There's a bridge there too.
Wrong keys. I'm doing very, very well at hitting them.
Add some other little places here. So the next village, I'm just gonna add some buildings here. People live in some farmsteads. People still want to clump together in small like villages, because you live in a fantasy world. I assume you want to live close to your neighbors when shit hit the fan. You don't want to be spread out and live hundreds of yards away from your fellow folks. So people tend to cling together in little villages, but this is fairly civilized, so we can have a few buildings here as well. There we go. Time for the
oops, not those three. And then we're gonna
little road down there.
Okay. Oh, stop grabbing the wrong stuff. Grr. Okay.
So
Now let's see if this matches up. More than likely not. Nope, go the other way, because this is the right size.
Maybe I should place the settlements
Holy
first.
cow, that's really small.
Yeah, I probably
Okay, let's
spot for
do
settlements here.
Can I just do scale minus Z? No, I can't. Okay. So, let's do this first. Drag you down where you're supposed to be. Okay, we got that. Got that.
And we have a
this
view
one
here
down
where you
a
have
bit.
fields and stuff.
Spread love evenly, and then
And these
we're
are
going to
poor farmers that just
gonna
Oop,
move
we don't have it in, not
this
there.
up a little bit.
Or we can
Give me a little more room to
place
move
some.
here. And we're gonna scale
Now it's time for a little bit of road here.
like that, and then
Oops,
scale it down
there we go.
just a hair. And not reasonably decent. Doesn't look horrible, but not exactly what I want to do either. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna cheat just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly worried about this because it's not going to have the right texture anyway when I get it into Giants Editor.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do a custom one on this one.
Then make it a little smaller.
Close
little trail here that goes across here.
No, no, no. Wrong key. Try again.
There we go. Yep, we said there we go at the same time. Yeah.
Alright.
Then we can have... Okay, now we need to... There looks like...
This one.
Here should be a place too, because we have lots of fields and it's a nice flat area, probably good, fairly good soil here too. So we add another, but I make this one more flan-like, so we have more roots. So I put it in like this.
There, that was
so
good
this
enough.
is more like one of these old ringed settlements that have been converted slowly over the years.
Got it, and this one needs to be
okay.
straightened out.
What do we got here?
And keep going.
I just need to start looking at the... Let's do a road from there to the other one.
Needs to be brought way in.
And
I want this chunk.
let's do the road here.
You need to be brought into there.
And this is one of these single file roads. You can't, if you have a wagon or something, you can't meet anyone, so it's only one lane road, so to speak. Let's see if I can... Yeah, there we go. Go across here. Here. In between the...
Oh, that's crooked as all get out. Yikes. So crooked it's ugly. Try again.
There we go. Perfect.
So I gotta drag these down a little bit. You know what? We're just gonna do this.
Yeah, so time for another one.
That's not what I wanted to do. Get down here. That was hitting Control-C by mistake and was like, really?
Okay.
Control-C is gonna do that to me.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So now we're gonna take this one out since it's so warped.
There we go.
Stop grabbing the wrong thing. Delete vertices. Grab this one.
I'm going to put it in
180
here, maybe. Oh, here is a good spot. So we're going to add some buildings there.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna go scale it on the y-axis to stretch it.
And I'm going to make a little tower here that they can have as a lookout for... Hang on a second, let me see what the... Yeah, that should be on the crest so they can see out over the lake. So it's a road from here. Then we go with the road and we follow the edge of the trail with the fields, and then we like this, and we
much better
make it a little in the middle here.
Drop you in here.
And then it's time to connect to this one. So I go over here. again, it's one of these small little single
Now we're gonna do
single
this.
road.
We're gonna go scan X0. And then I'll go bam and bam. Make sure those
There we
are
go.
done. Okay. Now to fill in the blanks here.
Oh, I need to give them some I need to have some enclosures for their cattle and stuff. They keep their sheeps and cows and things fenced in here.
Okay. You need to go.
There we go.
Can I just do this? Dissolve vertices. Haha.
There we go. Do
Let's
that
put this back
here
in.
too. But this is more the old flan
There we
model.
go.
But I'm going to.
Okay. And this one. Alrighty. That fixed that. And it looks shaded there because I have to fix the orientation of the centerpiece. Or, yeah, that's raised up quite a bit. But I'll fix that later. I'll be setting that to actual height map, the vertical side of it. I just wanted to make sure I got all these roads straightened out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I done pretty good tonight. The interstate I'm not going to worry too much about because that's going to be just for looks. Alright, so I'm there. And okay, this is a four-way. That needs to be deleted.
Yeah. Let's
That
see
needs
here.
to be
There we go.
duplicated.
So.
Let me try that again. So let's do duplicate it and then move it on the Y. So it's about centered roughly. And we'll play the extrusion game. Bam! And I'll worry about slicing that later. Just get the layout straightened out.
Yeah.
Extrude Y, and down you go. Almost.
So it looks like they have crop circles here, which is so cool. There's like little circles here, so they
You
have.
got aliens in Greyhawk
Oh,
now?
I can say it's an old flan tradition to have crop circles.
Aha!
It's a good omen that it's like you put the crop circles there to honor Beery.
Aha! Got it.
Yep. So I think it's cool. So we can put crop circles. Can say it's
Go
a way
for
to
it.
honor Beery. Yep.
Y0. And
There we go.
down you go.
Now we fenced in some of the areas here and stuff. Now continue here to do the same thing.
Okay, now I need
Just
to
keep
move you
it up
over a
here.
bit. You're just a little too much. You down. I actually pull you back in. Why does that look weird? Where's A tube direction? There it is.
Oh, thank you, Angavaran. Yep, I'm trying to get lots of details in because this is the fun when you do world building like this. You can add. I'm working on it's in Shieldlands. Hang on a second. Let get you the area here. So I'm working in Southern Shieldlands. There is a place that I call Port Foderin. So let me. So I'm going to zoom in here. So this portfolio, I'm going to zoom in a bit more. So here you have Critwall over here, Admin Fort, and here on the coast, this town that was ruined by IUCN invasion and stuff is being rebuilt now as we speak in my campaign. So this is that town. So if we zoom out, we have the coast here, and this is what it's look like. So going from 1 mile pixel to 5 feet per pixel.
And can't see it very good, but a road system for a farming simulator map. So eventually, maybe a year down the road, if I keep to my current kind of schedule, it'll be a completely playable map. So it'll be fun. But it's of my home farm area. I grew up right here, this little corner. So just one of those little things I like to work on.
Yeah.
And by the way, hello, A. I can never say your name. Ever, ever, ever.
Anghamarand. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, okay. You make it sound easy.
Anghamarand, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just choose to say A.
Yep.
Let's see. And delete you. Because you need to connect to a very, very skewed. Yikes, those are some skewed things. Okay. Shift easy. And down we go. And get you roughly lined up there.
And I assume that most of this little island is divided up and kind of walled in. They have these little, they build these, what do you call when you put boulders and make boulder walls? Kind of, they have
fortified?
No, pile them on top of each other along the edge of the fields, and that way you kind of gave the barrier to keep the cows and sheep and stuff in, and you
not sure what the term is you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm sure that I'm not sure. I've never heard the term in English, but we call them gärdsgård, sten gärdsgård. In Swedish, there is a special term for that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's in our fields in Sweden, so we had a special word for it. I don't know, but
we had to name it. We had so many.
Yep, that was so difficult. So the poor farmers had to invent a name to get this. Yeah.
I think my problem when I'm working on something like this is I get too detailed. I want it to look right, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta stay on this little line. I gotta go over here. I gotta go over there.
That's what I
just don't
think
do it
here, but
you know.
This actually, it's not too bad. This, I think I'm getting it workable here. So I do the maps I want for my games primarily, and then I hope that others might like it too.
But the nice thing is you stay as true as you can to the actual maps most of the time.
I try to invoke as much lore as possible into them, and then add to it. So yeah. Mm-hmm. But if the sources are vague, I'm just inventing stuff to go in. But I try to make it that it doesn't contradict the lore that we have. That's the key bit. So in this case, it's, and when you work at this level, there's a bunch of stuff you get to you have to add, or it, because it might not be wilderness, so to speak.
A asks, do you use the living greyhawk details?
To some degree, yes, when I think it's suitable, because living greyhawk quality-wise go from, I wouldn't say 0, but 1 to 10, meaning you have fantastic content and you have, in my opinion, terrible stuff that should never been published. And goes, oh, we have we need an adventure for this weekend's turn in the campaign or something, and you just write it up. And someone wrote it up who never read the sources, and that was one reason. The other reason is probably because they needed every type of adventure in every area. So they needed some elves and halflings and dwarves wherever, so to speak, and they needed bad guys, whether there weren't one in the stories or not. They just had to invent one. It's running around everywhere, and so on and so forth. But that's part of nature of organized play. That when you divide it up like that, it becomes kind of necessary to have these villains and stuff. So that makes sense. So I totally understandable why it happened the way it happened, but I still don't like it much. There's some parts of like Shieldlands, for example. There's some parts of Living Greyhawk Shieldland that I think was awesome, and some of it was like, oh, yeah.
I let the future DM, a DM that's DMing for his first time, roll up my character for me using character dice, where you just roll them and it tells you what you're going to be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a human barbarian who is lawful evil. I've
Wow.
never played a lawful evil character in my life.
It's cool. You can intimidate everybody and tell them that
So
if you don't do it my way, you go to hell.
Relic, my big barbarian female. I think I'm going to run her.
Yeah.
And just be as intimidating as I could possibly be.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what I'm going to do.
If you don't do what I tell you to do, then you're screwed. So yeah.
Yeah, barbarian lawful evil. I've never done a lawful evil character, but
they're supposed to be chaotic, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
According to old school. Nowadays they can have any damn alignment, so to speak. So.
She's going to be lawful to her tribal ways, is what she's going to be.
Yeah.
Not so much worry about everybody else. But I don't know. I just have never been a evil character before in any game I played.
Yeah. I've played a few times, but it can often be tricky, so to speak.
Well, it's a first-time DM, so I'm going to do what I can, and I might make his life a little bit difficult. We'll see.
I was going to say, don't try to make it too difficult.
Wants to run a one-shot, and I figure I'll just grab Relic and play her, because she's already a human barbarian. All I have to do is a level 1 character out of her, so...
Yeah.
Nothing major.
Yeah, now I need to add a couple of buildings here.
It was just, how in the world do I play a lawful evil character? I've never done it before. Let's see. Ends justifies the means, so be indifferent as long as it sticks to the plan and expect to be compensated. Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Perfect, good advice. So that's a good thing. Now you can be as selfish as you want. Meaning,
nice.
if the DM agrees that you should play it, then you could just like, I don't like you, so yeah, screw you.
Well, I couldn't make it to the session 0, so I just said, okay, I'll play.
That's the problem for the
lawful
DM.
Evil?
Yep.
So it's okay.
Yep.
You get what you get when you do that to me, so that's what you got.
You realize that lawful evil is a punishment to the DM and the rest of the party, not to you.
Uh-huh.
You have to get into character here. Meaning, you can't do nothing wrong, and whatever others do is wrong, and unless it's good for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like those ideas.
Yes. And stick to the principle, meaning you have to strike a deal. You have to do what I tell you. Meaning, lawful evil means that others have to follow what you are saying. What you're dictating. It's not that you should follow the law. It's the law is for others to follow, not for you.
That could be all kinds of
It's a weapon that you use them to do. That's the lawful evil way. You make laws that makes other people follow your command.
You do as I say.
Exactly. That's the law. Yeah. Chaotic evil don't care. You do as I say, no matter what, so to speak. And you changed your mind every 30 seconds because it feels, my gut feeling tells me that I don't like you, so to speak.
Usually I play my chaotic neutrals because then I can do whatever the heck I want usually.
That's the most accommodating. Yeah, I don't like you right now, but I might like you in 5 minutes, so yeah.
Yep, exactly. But no, it's, he had a dice that he wanted to use, and I said, okay, fine, do whatever.
Yeah.
So...
They should have some that comes with without any evil sides to things. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. It's like whatever.
Well, yeah, if they're more powerful than you, then you say yes, boss, yes, boss, yes, boss, until you feel like I'm more powerful than him. Then you just whack. Okay, now I'm boss.
Then you get vicious.
Yes. Yep.
Hello, DM Jeremy. How are you?
Hello. We are talking about evil. Linda's going to play a lawful evil character, so we're getting her into into character here. So yeah.
Yeah. I think I do lawful stubborn really well because
Yep.
that's Sable.
Hmm.
I made my
You
own.
called Karen a couple of times
Oh,
in her
yes. Yes, she
campaign.
was. Yep. And I'm turning
when
into a
when she
Karen.
was complaining about management, she called management here. So yep,
Yeah, the Archdruid, I said,
yep,
I want answers.
yep. And then I think it was Joss that said, "Well, Karen," or something.
Yep, that's exactly what he did too,
Yep,
little bugger.
yep.
Oh, let's see. But
Okay.
no, we are expected to fight all these things, and we've been never told what we were doing or why we were doing it. So I said, I
Yep,
want answers.
yep.
So, and we're what, 20 something kids going,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Hmm. Yeah, you're like 17 years old or something like that. Yep.
hmm
16, 15, 16, 17. Yep.
And we're like, no.
But now you're not kids anymore. You're starting to grow up quickly. Yep.
Yeah, and I got burned alive.
Yep.
Yikes.
Hmm.
That was interesting.
Yep.
We'll see if it was a good thing.
Well, kind of.
If it keeps me alive, we'll say it that way.
The town area done here. I
Okay.
cleaned up some of the stuff there. Do, do, do.
Awesome. Really can be interesting. Yep, it can be.
Hmm.
I'll be playing a human barbarian that has lawful evil tendencies.
Yep. So I think it might be time to wrap it up for tonight.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I need to use the restroom and some other stuff here. So I'm getting wide-eyed. I've been staring at the screen now for like 4 hours. So I need a
Your
little bit of
eyes
a
are
break, I
beginning
think.
to float.
Yep.
That's the
Hmm.
thing you say when you
Yep.
gotta go use the restroom.
Yep. So thank you
Um,
everyone for hanging out with us, and I've got quite a bit done. And then I'm going to set up a render, so my computer will work all night on stuff until tomorrow morning. And yeah.
and listen to my drivel. Anna
Hmm.
actually was doing good stuff. I was.
And talking travel, but we've been had fun. So this was a good stream
Mhm.
on my
Always
part.
have
So
fun.
yeah. So and then we have Sunday. There will be about the fundraiser on Gabin show on Lord Gesumba channel Sunday.
hmm
And then we'll see, because I don't think we will have a mapping stream next week, because it's the with the so I think the fundraiser should get all the attention next weekend.
Oh, okay. So
Yep.
no stream next week.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
So yeah. So we should go in there and spend time on showering all the streamers with stuff. So
Yeah, I
and I
hope
might
it goes
play.
well.
Yep.
St. Jude's is definitely a worthy cause.
Yeah. So I wish everybody a wonderful weekend, and see you guys on Sunday. Anything you want to
Yep.
shout out?
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just putzing away on my map here, trying to get
Hmm.
it all figured out. I gotta
Yep.
learn how Giants does things. That's
Yep.
the tricky part.
And I'll take the week and use it to get some posts out of the way, because I have several in the making, and
hmm
it's just that a bunch of other stuff, good stuff, is
That
happening.
looks
So
much
but
better.
it's nothing I can talk about now. Well, some of it, but there's a
hmm
whole bunch of other stuff happening with the charity stream, Gary Con, and a whole bunch of other stuff that kept me
hmm
busy from stuff too. So
Nice.
it's related to mapping and my work in role playing games and stuff. So it's at least it's not dragging me too far away from things. So
hmm
okay, but I wish
And
everybody, yeah, a great weekend.
glad you enjoyed the stream, driver.
Oh yeah,
Thank you for
thank you.
moderating my chat, even though it was really quiet, like crickets in there.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. Okay,
But yeah,
yeah,
good luck with the stream. If I don't see you
hmm,
next week,
yeah,
I will be back the following week.
yeah, hmm,
And then I don't know when you leave for GaryCon, but I'm going to try my darndest to figure it all out.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll see.
Hopefully, yep.
We'll see how it works.
Okay, yep,
So, all right. Have a good night, guys.
yep. Bye.